Welcome to the Game Changer 00100 show. I'm your host, Game Changer. So, let me just put this out there. Niggas are not a warrior class. They're just niggas. You see, niggas is what a warrior class is supposed to protect you from. They're not the protectors themselves. When you look at the history of niggerdom, nigicity, niggerosity, whatever you want to call it, they have been kept at bay, kept in line, kept in check by the warrior class of the black community. The Black Panthers is one that come to mind. We have a very short history. But niggas have always been kept in check by brothers, the actual warrior class. Now you don't hear much about them because they're not doing it for attention, unlike niggas. They're doing it because they actually care about the community. So you don't hear the movies about them, the songs, the accolades, shit like that. You don't get that from a true warrior class. So what happened? Well, crack happened. Crack gave niggas for the first time a fighting chance. They were able to build their war chest. To battle. And who did they turn their guns on? Black people. So how can you be the warrior class of the black community and you do nothing but kill your own fucking people? Now, it'd be fine if, you were killing black people who, were somehow a threat to the black community. But no, you either kill other niggas or you kill brothers and sisters. Let's take a fictitious nigga, for example. Nino Brown. Nino Brown set up his operation in the Carter Apartments. He took what was once a peaceful black community, brokered a deal with the white people, the ones that these warriors are supposed to protect against. He brokered a deal with the white people and conspired to sell them narcotics. Conspired to sell black people, both niggas and non-niggas, narcotics. And in doing so, he killed a bunch of innocent black people to take over the Carter Apartments. If the tenants cooperate, it'd be lovely. They become loyal customers. If they don't, then fuck it. It's like Beirut. They become living hostages. Are these the words of a warrior? Are these the defenders of the black communities, or are they the destroyers of the black community? See, niggas like to give themselves noble titles. I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior. Etc., etc. But all of these things don't apply. You are a fucking nigga. Period. Stop Stop trying to give. Okay, it's like this. It's like this. REF, Revolutionary Freedom Fighters of Sierra Leone. Now, what did they do? Well, they had a problem there in Sierra Leone, and that was, now for anybody else who have their niggas in check, this would not be a problem. This would be a good thing. But because Sierra Leone is a developing country, more so back then, they did not have their niggas in check. So, once diamonds were discovered, shit hit the fan. Shit hit the fan. Because now niggas had access to money. Just like during the crack era. All you had to do was broker a deal with the white man. And now niggas had access to money. But wait a minute, you're a warrior class. You're supposed to be protecting us from the white man. Ta! So much for that shit. So, they enslaved the black population, a large portion of the black population, and forced them to dig for diamonds. They raped the girls, underaged girls, and turned boys, some as young as 9 years old, into combatants, into soldiers. To control them, they gave them cocaine mixed with gunpowder. And the boys would actually sniff this. I shit you not. And with their newfound wealth, they used it to turn on their own fucking government. And they called themselves the Revolutionary Freedom Fighters. It sounds noble, don't it? It sounds noble. It sounds a lot better than some gunpowder coked out stupid ass niggas that don't give a fuck about their country or community. Revolutionary Freedom Fighters sound a lot better than that, don't it? They raped, they enslaved, they plundered, they pillaged, they killed. They killed babies. And then, after all this shit was done, and after the real warriors, you know, the actual military, after they were almost completely defeated, they claimed that they were the new military, the new warrior class, the new soldiers, whatever you want to call it. That's what they claim. And perhaps they were until the diamonds ran dry. Now, they are not warriors in the sense that they have a code of honor or conduct, or that they're actually protecting the thing that they are warriors of and for. Nope. They're not any of that. They're not protecting their people against rape, plunder, pillage, theft. They are the rapists. They are the murderers. They are the plunderers. They are the pillagers. That is not what a fucking warrior is. That's what a warrior protects you against. Niggas are not warriors. They're just niggas. Now, let's look at some of the behavior patterns of warriors. Warriors train. Warriors are effective during wartime. When it's not wartime, they remain dormant and prepared, however. They prepare. Niggas do not. While warriors are actually preparing, they're at the gun range, they're practicing their hand to hand, et cetera, et cetera. What are niggas doing? Standing on the block with some type of ice. Whether it's alcohol, marijuana, or some type of tobacco, cigarette, or some shit like that. Some type of vice fucking up their soul with their pants around their goddamn knees. Unarmed. They're not actually armed. Because they can't be. They'll get arrested. They already have felonies, so, if they're found armed, then they go to jail for 25 years. So they can't even carry legally. Because they were arrested for some nigga shit. Now, on a day-to-day, a warrior is not found doing nigga shit to get arrested for. If they ever do get arrested in a domestic war or something, it's because it was an actual war. Not some nigga shit, not because somebody stepped on your shoes and you had to kill them. Not because somebody looked at you wrong or because you felt disrespected. That is how a warrior behaves. Did the samurai do that shit? Most samurai didn't even go to war. They just spent their lives preparing for it. And they most certainly did not attack Japanese citizens because they felt disrespected. That's not how warriors operate. Warriors have discipline. They have restraint. They have self-control. And they have a leadership hierarchy, a chain of command. And typically at the top is not another warrior. Because any functioning society knows that, if a warrior were to have their way, we would be in perpetual war. Just so you know, that's what Hitler was proposing. He fought for Germany in the First World War, and he was an advocate for perpetual war. Now, there are exceptions, but generally there's a reason that warriors are not the sole determining force behind if you should go to war or not. Niggas have killed more blacks than the Klan. They have killed more blacks than AIDS. They have killed more blacks than diabetes combined. Is this our warrior class, or is this a problem? Or is this something we need to create a warrior class to defend against? Because they're the biggest problem, not white supremacy. Oh, God. Not white supremacy. Listen, look at it like this. The Japanese lost after World War II. I mean, they fought well. They fought well, you know. I never seen it, but I think that the Japanese probably got little dicks and big balls because they fought well. Their warriors fought well. The fact that after Germany and Italy surrendered, they kept fighting. Hey. Warrior shit. What can I say? You know? Warrior shit. But they lost. And as a stipulation of said loss, they were no longer allowed to have a navy. And they had to agree to America's protection of their borders. All right, you know, L's a L, right? So they lost that segment of their warrior class. And what did they do? They looked at it as an opportunity. They said, you know something? This same engine that we were using to develop weaponry for a war that we lost, we can now turn that inward and use it to develop Japan. Honda, Kawasaki. They used to develop war machines during World War II. And then they said, okay, if you're going to pay the cost to defend us, then we will remove our warrior class and turn it into production for Japan. Nintendo. And they did that shit beautifully. I mean, think about how much they've accomplished being just a small little island. You know, I mean, they shit, that is spectacular. That is fucking spectacular. Without a warrior class, you know, they just blew the fuck up. Now later they had problems, as you know, many of you are aware of, but you know, they got 99 problems, but niggas ain't one. That's for sure. In fact, that's what their warrior class is doing. They're keeping the niggas at bay while America protects its shores. And that's where we're at. Now, what does the black community do? Well, you know, we are I don't know if you want to call it defeated, but, you know, we most certainly didn't win anything. Can't really call it defeated because there wasn't like a war that brought us to these circumstances. But we didn't win. And we are also not allowed to have a military, and we are also under the protection of this primarily white government. So, do we turn our attention, our energy, our focus inward and develop a better community? Nope. We have niggas out raging against the machine, just raging. gangsta, gangsta. They just outraging against the machine. What, do you think you're gonna win, nigga? Huh? For every 10 niggas, they got 9 bullets between them. You think they gonna win? Nope. It's just fucking talk. It's just a bunch of fucking ass pants niggas that stand on a block destroying their lives and scatter like roaches every time they hear sirens. Warriors, come out and play. Warriors, come out and play. Come out and play. Play with George Zimmerman. Go on, play with him. Come out and play. They're not warriors. They're just niggas. Period. They try to add some honor, nobility, some sense of valor to what they're doing because they want the prestige that's associated with it. That's what they're after. And why not? They took every fucking thing else from the black community. Now, if you don't give it up willingly, then they're going to try to force it out of you. And that's why you get these motherfuckers, you know, who are hard talking and shit, you know, empty threats. I'm gonna come to you, and you know, and shit like that, you know. You get shot talking like that. And all that bullshit. All of that bullshit. They're not defending. If anything, they are creating unnecessary attention. Negative attention. They're warmongering to a war that not only will they lose, they will run from. They're not prepared to fight. They're not ready, willing, or able to fight. And I'm not talking about white supremacy. I'm talking about any fucking other group. Niggas is throwing bricks through nail salons. Is that warrior shit? Is that warrior shit? They're not prepared. If they were warriors, they would be preparing, but they're not, are they? Now, what they are doing is they are creating unnecessary tension between the races. They want to make sure that we are the most hated group in America. And why is that? Because when you're hated, you get nervous. You get nervous that someday somebody's going to attack, and you look to people who appear like they can defend you. So in order for them to have any value at all, we have to be the most hated fucking group in America, and they know this, and they perpetuate the hate. They make sure that they are constantly giving non-black people a reason to hate black people. I mean, let's stop and think about it for a second. What other racial group do white people hate more than black people? Okay. The answer is none. And I'm talking about ADOS here. I'm talking about ADOS. Not a goddamn group. There are people here in this country right now. There are ethnic groups of people who per capita have more money than whites, who are taking their jobs away from them. And I'm not talking about, just the jobs that quote unquote nobody wants. I'm talking about the doctors and shit, the engineers and shit, all that good shit. And they're still hated less than us. Why? Because of the fucking niggas. It's not a matter of fear. They just don't like niggas like nobody else in the world fucking like niggas. Besides other niggas and kids. Because niggas cannot exist in a peaceful environment. See, when you look at a nigga-free community, let's just say the non-ADOS African Americans. Not so much hate there, is it? Not so much hate. It's not a matter of skin complexion or continental heritage or anything like that. Nope. It's the matter of nigga behavior. That's what everybody hates. And because we're tethered to you by genetics or by skin or whatever the fuck you want to call it, we get blowback from that hate. And do you protect from that blowback, niggas? Nope. Black man can get killed, or a black boy, at least, gets killed because he's mistaken for a nigga. And what did a warrior class do about that? I got an idea. We're gonna send our fat bitches out to march for them. Like, oh really? Where's all that ire, that fire that you used to burn down the black community? Warriors, come out and play. Where's it at? Niggas are a fucking joke. They're ass pants, gold teeth, fucking jokes. I wish I can laugh. I wish I can laugh. But they're destroying the reputation of black people. And I can't laugh at that. But trust me, every fucking body else is. Everybody else is laughing at y'all ass. The fact that y'all think that y'all hard is a fucking joke. And all you do is kill your own. That's all you fucking do. That's all you fucking ever do. And then you want to call yourselves the warriors of the black community? You are not warriors. You are just niggas. This is Game Changer 00100. Game over. Peace.